Now, this next problem says that we're supposed to determine the center of dilation and the scale factor. If you remember from previous lessons, to find the center of dilation, we're going to connect matching points. So, let's try that here. Okay, so I'm going to connect my A's together, like that. I'm going to connect my B's together, and yours is probably going to look better than mine because you can use a ruler. And I'm going to connect my C's together. Okay, and it looks like I'm crossing about here at 2, -3. So my center of dilation is where they cross, which is at 2, -3. Now, the next thing it says to do is to find the scale factor. To do this, I'm going to go to my center of dilation, and I'm going to count from it until I get to my new one. Okay, so the new, and we'll write new from the center of dilation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so from my new to my center from my center of dilation to my new, it was 8 units. I'm going to do the same thing to my old. So starting back at my center of dilation, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have a way to find scale factor, because if you remember, the scale factor is taking your new and dividing it by the old. So I'm just going to put a division line in between, 8 divided by 4, and then I get my scale factor, which here is 2. And we're done. So let's try another one just to make sure we've gotten it. So again, we are going to find the center of dilation by connecting our points. I'm going to connect my L's. I'm going to connect my M's. I'm going to connect my P's. I'm going to connect my N's. So it looks like I'm crossing somewhere about here, which looks like 4, 3. So my center of dilation is at 4, 3. And that's where all the lines cross. Okay, next I'm going to pick a letter, and really the letter that I pick is not too important. I just need to stay consistent. So I'm going to choose M, and so I'm going to go to M prime first, which is the new. And to get to the new M, I got to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I've got 6 and 6. I'm going to do the same thing for my old, but this time it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So my old is just 2 and 2. Now, to find the scale factor, I only need to divide one set of these. So I'm going to say 6 divided by 2, and my scale factor is 3. And we're done here. Now, in the final part of the lesson, you need to show that your dilations can fit into the equations. So to begin with, I am going to dilate the figure. I am going to take a little bit of a shortcut because we've already learned about dilations. So I'm only going to use the letters that they give me in the problem. In this problem, they say to dilate x and y. So I'm just going to do the x and the y. But technically, I should be dilating the whole thing. Alright, so the x here, the original x, is at -4, +2. The original y, and again I'm using these because they're in the problem, it says to use x and y. So my original y is at 6, 0. Alright, it says I need to dilate these by a scale factor of 1/2. So that means I need to take both of these, all of these numbers, and multiply them by 1/2. So everything is going to get multiplied by 1/2. -4 times 1/2 is going to give me -2. 2 times 1/2 is going to give me 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. 6 times 1/2 is going to give me 3. And 0 times 1/2 is going to give me 0. And so now I'm going to just plot these points. So -2, +1 is landing right here. And that's my x prime. And y prime is at 3, 0. Which is right here. And then I'm just going to connect my dots. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is find the distances. I'm going to do the distances for the x, the original xy, and the new one. So I'm going to do my rise. Okay, and we'll start with the new. I like to start with the new all the time. And so we're going to do my rise, which is down 1, and my run. So we'll do that right here. Down 1. The new is down 1 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. And we'll do the same thing with my old, which is down 2, 1, 2. And over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So next, what I'm going to do, so I can find their distances, is I'm going to do the Pythagorean theorem on both sets of numbers. 1 squared plus 5 squared. And so I'm going to type that in my calculator, and I'm getting 26. I'm going to take the answer of 26 and square root it. Okay, I'm getting an answer of 5.1. I'm going to do the same thing for my old, which would be 2 squared plus 10 squared, and that's 104. And now I'm going to square root 104. And when I do, I'm getting 10.2. And we're about done. Now where it says show at the bottom, I'm just going to plug in my information. So if you look right here, it says x prime, y prime. That's my new. So I'm going to take my new answer and just put it in place. So it's going to say 5.1 equals 1/2. I'm just bringing the 1/2 right down. And then the next thing it says is xy. Xy is my old, and that's what we got right here. So I'm just going to take my answer for the old and plug it in. So I'm getting 10.2, And I'm pretty much done here. I can do a check step and go ahead and do the multiplication of 1/2 times 10.2. So it would look like this, 5.1. Let me erase that. I'll do it all in one color. 5.1 equals, and 1/2 of 10.2 is 5.1. So it works. So we're done. We have proven that the new one is half of the old. All right, let's try the second one and see if we can do it the same way. This time it says to use P and O. So I'm just going to dilate P and O by a scale factor of 3. So, so P is at negative 1, 0. And the O is at 2, negative 2. And it says to dilate it by a scale factor of 3. So I'm multiplying everything by 3. So this is becoming negative 3, 0. And this is becoming 6, negative 6. And now I just need to plot my points. So here's P prime. And O prime is at 6, negative 6. That's about right here. Connect my dots. Okay. And yours, again, should look better because you can have a ruler. It's kind of difficult to do that. Make a straight line on the iPad. All right, now that we have that, we just need to calculate our distances. So we're going to do the new one first. We're going to do my rise, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 across. And my old one is 1, 2 down, and 1, 2, 3 across. We're going to apply my Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to do 6 squared plus 9 squared. And I am getting 117. And I'm going to square root 117. And I'm getting, when I square root 117, I'm getting 10.8. I'm going to do the same thing for my old, so it's going to be 2 squared plus 3 squared, which is 13. And then I'm going to square root 13. And when I do, I'm getting 3.6. And that was after I square rooted it. Now I just take my information and plug it in. I need the new first because it says P prime, O prime right here. So I'm going to write the new one, which was 10.8, equals, I'm going to drop my 3, and then I'm going to write my old one inside, which is 3.6. And then I'll do my check step. 10.8 does indeed equal 3 times 3.6, because when I multiply that, I'm getting 10.8. So it checks. And we're done here.